What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 74 of the 16-ounce gaming podcast. I am your host, Castle Will Kill, and joining me today are the good old guys, Surf Biscuit and Toast. How you guys both doing?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, not bad.
Can't complain.
Not bad. Yeah, that's always good when you can't complain. I generally always find something to complain about. It's another news week. A ton of stuff going on out there. I think most leaks are trying to be not let go. So we're just going to go over that stuff and what, as we do every week, what we've been up to over the past week or for what, both of you guys, actually 2 weeks. No, yeah, 2 weeks because you guys, it was me and Organic last week, which was fun. So... Yep. Who wants to go first? Surf, do you want to go first?
Yeah. I don't think anything's changed since last time I was on, actually. I'm still ploughing through Final Fantasy. I'm really, really enjoying that game. I can't push on with the campaign. I still can't. I think for the next campaign, mission, I need to be level 25. I'm currently at 45. And I'm still running around.
Yeah, shit, dude.
I know, it's ridiculous. I'm just running around doing all the side missions. I don't know, do they ever end?
Is 50 not the cap or something on level?
It might be. I don't know.
I didn't cap my characters out, so I'm not sure. I mean, didn't they have like expansions and stuff? Did you buy like a special edition or anything, or just a basic?
No, I think I just bought the base one because I wasn't sure about the game because it would be on my first Final Fantasy one, so I wouldn't have bought anything special. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if some of the mission, like, do dog tag missions ever finish? I don't know because I keep doing them, and I'm beginning to wonder if maybe some missions they never end and they're randomly generated.
Possibly,
probably.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just stop farming.
I did a good job of just putting my head down and knocking out the story once I got to a certain point. I would advise doing that, and then you can always go back and.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. It's getting ridiculous because I like that dude that keeps giving you photographs to take. I don't know, do they ever finish? Because every time I think, oh, that must be the end. It's like, oh, it is. Go and take a photograph of this. Oh, well, fuck's sake.
This is like Assassin's Creed.
I know. I just can't help it. I don't like big open. I've gone off big open worlds. I did finish Batman Origins though. I finished the campaign. I did the 5 sub bosses. They were all good fun. And then the final sub-boss is actually capture 20 escaped prisoners, which is really annoying. So I'm back to running around finding those. But I'm definitely endgame on that. Probably another couple of sessions on that, and I'll be able to uninstall that one. But I really enjoyed Batman Origins in the end. I thought the campaign was quite good. Now, I don't know if that's because I've only played the first game and there was a big gap, and maybe I'm not Batmaned out. Maybe being the third one in the series, people were getting a bit tired with it at the time. And I know it was a different developer and whatever. I'm not quite sure where that hate comes from my point of view. Being only the second one I played, I quite enjoyed the campaign in the end.
Yeah, I can't really say. Like, I just heard that you could tell it was the other studio, so...
Yeah,
but I've not played it.
I mean,
so when you play the others, you'll notice that they're better or something.
So, I think I've almost finished on that. And I have a feeling I am going to go around and collect all the data packs and stuff, even though there's probably about 300 of them. I've collected all of them anyway. And they're just annoying me on the map. I've got a problem, guys. I can't stop collecting things. And it's like, I just want to move on. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to jump into some Days Gone tomorrow.
So
I think
it didn't download the ticket.
No, it's another 17 hours.
Jesus.
Another 12. I've paused it for the moment for the podcast, so I don't think my internet can cope with me doing a podcast and downloading stuff at the same time. So I always pause my downloads when we record. So
that's fucking nuts.
I know, it's freaking crazy.
Because I think I started and it was initially 100 minutes, it said, but it ended up being like 32 or something. Total.
It was freaking... I will get new internet eventually. I can't be left like this forever. If it goes on another year, I think I seriously have to consider moving because this is just starting to really annoy me now.
Especially if the next console is all 4K stuff, it's going to games will get bigger and bigger.
It'll just take forever.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the next generation. Do you reckon the average size is going to go up to at least 100?
Yeah. Well,
I would think so.
Yeah.
80 to 100, somewhere around that.
Rather than sort of around 50, 60 now. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get that sorted. So that's slowly trickling down. Looking forward to jumping into that over the weekend. I think that's about it for me. Haven't played much else. Toast helped me get through to finish the Division campaign. I'm sort of now in the World Tiers. So, but I haven't played much of that since last time I played with Toast. I think that's about it. Really like that game. Not quite sure how much farming I'm going to do on that game. I think I'll jump in when other people are on. But I don't think it's one I'm going to be jumping in much on my own. I do want to run around and finish the mission stories, though. I think they're fairly easy to do on your own anyway. There's a whole new mini story thing for the... Oh, yes, there is, isn't there, as well? So... but yeah, I won't be giving up on that. But probably not quite into it as much as Toast in Newcastle. Not quite the farmer like you guys. I just haven't had a chance to play a ton since last time I played with Toast. But I still want to play a lot more of that. I just don't get how you can spend 10 hours taking pictures and throwing fucking batarangs. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I don't know the logic there. It's just sort of like... but just running through a linear mission and shooting a bunch of shit. What is the difference? I don't know. Maybe I don't really like... I always find it sorting through gear and stuff, looking for the best bit of gear, and does this match this, and have I got the best build here? Sort of looking at all the stats and stuff. I find that quite difficult to do. Maybe that's why I don't quite get invested in those sort of games. I wouldn't stress the stats and stuff until you get into like probably higher world tiers. But I think on those sort of games, that's the fun of the game towards the end, isn't it? Getting the perfect build. Getting the build that you want. And making multiple builds for different situations, all that stuff. And I think I've never really bought into that sort of like meta game of those sort of games where the fun is trying to get the perfect build in the end. And sort of like, I just need to keep playing until I get this one piece of gear just to complete my set sort of stuff. So maybe that's why I don't quite invest in it as much. Well, if you're running around clearing a map, it's sort of pretty straightforward. You just go to the little mark on the map and do something until it disappears. It's nice and easy. So that might be the difference. Actually, see, if you look at progression instead, you might get addicted that way. Yes, I do like numbers going up. You know, I am an The last thing I'd done in Division was fucking get 100% on the side missions, on my liberations, another part of progression, like all these sort of things. They were sitting at like 80%. There's like 5 or 6 hidden side missions and things like that. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff I do like doing. So yeah, maybe I should concentrate on that stuff more. I'd never went into the progression menu once until fucking at some point last week. And it was just like totally different sort of way I was playing the game, basically. Just to see what you were missing, yeah. I think that's about it for me. And drink-wise, I'm still addicted to my French imported lager from the co-op. Everybody take a shot. Surf remembered to say what he drank. I have gotten an inordinate amount of it in because I had friends up for the weekend last week. So I got a ton in, and I'm slowly playing through the backlog of that as well. So that's another reason I'm drinking it. So, how about you, Toast? Just fucking the Division, I think, was the majority of what I played until today. I'm just going to quickly
check my achievement thing. I don't know. I think I played Monopoly at some point on the Xbox.
Yeah, you did.
I think I did see somebody playing Monopoly. Yeah, and it was you.
I literally messaged you because I like looked on my phone and I was like, Toast is Toast is playing Monopoly, and I messaged you and I was like, how fucking drunk are you that you're playing Monopoly? And your answer was very.
I didn't even know the people I was in party with. I was just I knew one slightly, and I was just in abusing people, and then ended up having to do a Rocket League 1v1 because some guy said he would beat me. Obviously he didn't. And then a Monopoly fucking face-off I ended up in. I don't know.
What? How does that even work?
I don't know. It was
one-on-one Monopoly?
No, they all said that their goal was just to destroy me, I think, together. I called on Milk for backup because I was just getting abused constantly. I refused to leave.
I remember that Discord message, actually. Your call to arms to Milk. I'm getting abused. Yeah.
We won't say some of the things that were said.
No.
I'm claiming victory at the end of the night. Apart from that, I've got any Days Gone today. Didn't get a ton of time on it because people ended up coming up and fucking my gameplay. I had to pause it.
Bastards.
But, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours I got.
That's cool.
I don't know, all the reviews have came out negative. I've not seen anything bad yet. But yeah, you can end up spending like 60 hours on this thing. I think like somebody uploaded something on YouTube where it was all the cutscenes and stuff, and it was just under 9 hours.
9 hours,
just cutscene stuff.
Cutscenes, nice.
Yeah, I've heard you can play like 50, 60 hours, and then I've heard other people say 30, so I don't know if that's 30 plus the fucking cutscenes or if they're just streamlined it sort of thing. I ignored any side stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I know like people mention like glitches and stuff like that and texture loads or whatever, but is that more so seen on like a regular PlayStation opposed to a place? Because you're on a Pro, right?
No, it's meant to be on the Pro as well. At one point, my character took a picture out of his pocket and it was like pixelated for half a second before it came into focus and seen what it was.
But nothing terrible.
Yeah. I've seen gameplay, like, what do you call it? Fucking character glitching, like animation glitches and all that sort of stuff in the build-up, but I think most of that's been addressed with the day one patch, so
got you.
I don't think I'll ever see that. I think it's probably going to be, like, it's not going to be a Spider-Man or a fucking Horizon Zero Dawn or God of War. It's going to be like a Middle-earth sort of tier game, like just below, like still good to play but not up there.
Also like battle level with Detroit Become Human, or a bit better than that?
Probably say that depends how you feel. I didn't.
Well, yes, yeah.
Detroit would put too much on narrative and not enough on gameplay, so that's kind of a bit too different, I'd say. But like somewhere between Mad Max and Shadow of Mordor series is where I'd put it.
So that's good news.
So are you saying I should hold off a little bit and wait for a sale? Or should I dive into it?
I think you'd still enjoy it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now, if he's got money to burn and they're both the same price, should he buy Days Gone or Spider-Man?
Oh, fuck. Probably Spider-Man. Well, yeah, definitely Spider-Man. But I don't know. Like, Sony seem good about their sales, and the fact that this isn't a fucking top tier one, it probably will go on sale quicker than the others.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wouldn't feel bad about spending full price, but if you can wait, you'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, but at the same time, I really want to play it.
It's like taking part in the conversation with everyone else, isn't it?
I mean, the way I'm looking at it is, it's like State of Decay. It seems similar to State of Decay combat wise, but just much like as in you punch people, you go about, you do stealth kills, and the gunplay is the weakest part of it. But it's so much better than State of Decay.
Not a shitty loot system and dumb NPCs that knock over your ammunition or some bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like me saying it's like Shadow of War, that might mean nothing to people, because that's where I put like these sort of games, like the Middle Earth games. Like they're not like they're like Assassin's Creed's little brother.
Yeah, like so open world.
Yeah,
yeah. Go do the stuff over here. Do this stuff over here. Here's a little bit of story type deal.
Yeah, still good, but not great. I don't know. I mean, I could get more and more hooked. I tend to get hooked as games go on as well. So
yeah.
So
if I'm not initially put off by a game, I always end up having more fun. But as I learn its systems and all that sort of shit, unless the systems are totally terrible, and so far, I think I've got 3 levels or something, and the upgrades seem good and all that sort of shit. The skill tree seems okay.
I did watch a little bit of the Achievement Hunter like live stream of them playing it, and I thought it was hilarious that you can make a suppressor for your pistol using an air filter out of a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, well, technically, I guess that would work a little bit. It would muffle the sound some, you know. But
I mean, I was using guns to start with, but it just feels like this melee stuff is so much more satisfying. Like it feels like you make contact with them and all that shit. Plus, I got an upgrade to put nails through my bat, and then used one of my skill points to be able to repair that, so I don't have to keep recrafting. So that's all I've been using since then, basically, apart from if things get really crazy, I'll bring out a gun.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've not hit anywhere near like having to deal with like a couple of hundred zombies at a time. The most zombies I've had to deal with has been like 8, I think.
Okay.
So I've got a long way to go.
Now, the little bit of time you played, has the storytelling been pretty decent?
Yeah, I've heard stuff about the voice acting sucking, but then I've heard other people that said the story was one of the strengths of it and stuff. So I think it's kind of one of the ones where you'll either click to it or you won't. Like the character's pissed off 24/7.
He's a biker dude.
Even when you're walking through a place calmly, he's just, so far he's just pissed off, like there's something in the back of his mind. And then if something actually happens, he gets really pissed off. So it might be one of these sort of ones with Watch Dogs where people didn't like the character because he was just a bitch, like an angry bitch most of the time. But that wasn't an issue for me, so I think I'll be okay.
Good deal.
As for drinking, it is the Honey Fieth by William Brosbury. It's probably my favourite one from them, so I just got a bunch of them. Like the last time I had it, I think it was part of like a mix that I got.
Okay.
It's just a honey lager thing.
Nice
summary one.
Yeah, you should get them surf, or well, maybe they don't do them down there because it's Scottish, and you just don't fucking like us.
Co-op's quite a good selection of Scotch beers actually, so might be in there.
Nice. What about you, Castle?
Let's see. I bought Final Fantasy VII for the Switch.
Oh, okay.
Put about 10 hours into that.
Jeez.
So, just because it's like one of them things I can play while, like, I can play it while sitting on the couch and watching shows with my wife, play it in bed before I go to bed. Like, that's what I've been doing with that. Did jump back into Breath of the Wild for a little while, and then I got in a mission where I gotta catch these fucking crickets, and I cannot find them motherfuckers, and it just pissed me off, so I haven't jumped back into that. That was like 1 hour of not being able to find these damn crickets, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go do something else. I had to be doing something wrong, and I'll just have to look it up.
can't remember.
So-
Are they maybe like hiding in trees or some shit? Like we climbed
Is it-
trees as part of it.
I was checking like grass because I figured crickets would be in grass, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I don't know. I'll have to look. Maybe it's like a certain area of the map they're only in or something too. I don't know.
It might be
there's,
one
like,
of the
no
ones
hints.
where you picked up the mission and then moved on somewhere else, but it was right where you picked up the mission that they were running about or some shit.
Nah, like I just picked a mission and I was like, oh, get 10 crickets. That's not seem too difficult. I'll do that right now. And like I can't find but that game still looks great. Like I still enjoy it. I just like maybe I'll skip that mission and come back to it. It probably ain't gonna reward a lot of experience or whatever, or rubies or whatever you get for doing that side stuff. Besides that, like I think I mentioned last week that Toast got me to surf to tier 1. He helped me get to tier 1 into Division. I did try to play the Division a couple times this week, and I kept having these terrible glitches. Come to find out, my cable company had slowed my internet down, and it wasn't. So it wasn't the Division's fault. I just didn't catch on that it was my internet. So I didn't really play a ton of that. Yeah, I was just like going around trying to like take over the control points after you beat the story and stuff like that. Like just trying to do all the shit I could do on my own there without any issue. But I guess that was probably the wrong thing to do. Just do the story stuff. Like Toast said, is what I need to do.
Oh, I remember how to get the crickets, by the way, if you want to know.
Yeah, definitely.
You need to chop the grass and then grab them before they fly away.
Okay.
So
I
like
probably
they'll
need
be
a
there
sword.
after you do the spin attack thing.
Okay. So a sword or axe and do a spin attack. Okay. All right. I'll probably jump back into that again.
I think
Tetris
there's still
9.
cunts to get out.
After they like, you gotta chase them really quick, I guess.
And I'm pretty sure they fly, and once they've
son
flown,
of a
you can't
bitch.
get them. So
Oh man.
you need to just
Okay.
be quick on like a button tap or something to grab them
Yeah.
as soon as you uncover them.
Oh great. That sounds like a good time.
I should fucking actually finish Zelda, but no, it's not going to happen.
It's a great game. It's just easy to get distracted in it.
Yeah, it's just the Switch in general. I just can't pick it up when I'm in the house with fucking access to my games, because I can pick like a different screen. If she's watching TV, I can put anything on the monitor, and if she's not, I'll put it on the big TV. So I'm never going to pick up the Switch really. I'm going to work away in fucking July to August, I think. So I'll take it then. That's the only time I've fucking played it, when I've worked away.
Yeah, it's definitely great for that type of stuff. I'm looking forward to like taking it with me on vacation. For like a lot of times I stay up late and pretty much everyone else goes to bed besides maybe my wife's cousin, who's a night owl from his times of being a bartender in New York. But yeah. What else did I play? I think that's about Minecraft story mode. I was like the night I was having trouble with the Division, I was just like, well, let me clear out something in my backlog. So I completed episodes 4 and 5 of Minecraft story mode. Thought I was done, and apparently there's like 3 more episodes, even though that was the main story. I was like, son of a bitch, is this thing ever gonna end? I'm this far now, I might as well finish it. So that's gonna be I think I'll designate that my game for when my son wants to watch me play a game, because it's something that I don't mind him seeing.
One of those is sort of Halloween, Scooby-Doo themed sort of thing. That's quite a good one, actually.
Okay. All right. Oh, so they're like mini little stories on their own?
Yeah, they're like individual little standalone stories.
Okay. So I don't necessarily have to do them if I don't feel like.
No. Although I would recommend the Halloween one. That's quite good.
Okay. Will do.
It's sort of got YouTubers in it. They sort of cast some famous Minecraft YouTubers as characters.
Oh, gotcha.
This sounds terrible.
It's actually... the fact that they're YouTubers isn't particularly that important, but the stories actually, I actually thought it was one of the better storylines. Actually, it's just quite good fun. It's the typical sort of people stuck in a mansion and somebody's killing them one by one. Who is it? Sort of thing. It was actually quite good fun.
For a Telltale game, the Minecraft story mode game was not terrible. It wasn't the one that like I got very into, because it's definitely been one that I've played very slowly. But I bought it for only like $5 and figured I might as well get my $5 worth.
Did it make you cry?
No.
Oh, you heartless.
In Minecraft,
Did it make you crave a bacon sandwich?
You kill those things in Minecraft. When I play the game, I kill every animal I see. So
They don't have names.
that's the number one thing in farming. You don't name your animals.
No, it's true.
But I can't think of anything else I played. I feel like there's something else, but I can't. Tetris 99. That's it. Tetris 99. I'm still addicted to that. That's another, like, I can quickly play a round or two while waiting on something kind of game. Other than that, yeah, that's all I've played this week. Did I play any Borderlands? I probably played Borderlands too, also. But as for what I'm drinking, I actually stopped and picked up our buddy Roz a 6-pack of a beer from my hometown. And while I was there, I grabbed one of my favorite ones. And that's Blackwing Lager from Union Brewing. And it is this crisp, clean, dark lager begins with hints of roasted coffee beans and rich chocolate, but showcases a surprisingly light body and mouthfeel. So it's a delicious black lager, pretty much.
That's made my French imported lager sounds quite shitty. There you go.
But yeah, that's about it. So let's just get some quick housekeeping real quick. Again, we just want to remind everybody that we do have merch. If you want to support the show, you can go over to merchroom.com/collections/16OZ and use discount code 16OZ for 10% off your, I burped, 10% off of your total purchase. You can also join us on Discord, which you can come there. We have people in there chit-chatting. You can listen to our live shows, and if you listen to the live show, you get a chance of winning a game we're doing once every 2 months. And actually, next episode will be a giveaway episode, right? No, I'm wrong. Okay.
This is the off
Don't
one.
listen to me.
It's
the off one.
Redacted.
Redacted. Yeah, don't listen to me. I just here to talk. But if you'd also like to support the show, we do have a Patreon, and that as well will get you in that giveaway there. Let's get into some news, guys. First up, gamers prefer downloads. Sony have stated that since they started letting players download certain games instead of streaming them as part of their PlayStation Now program, the number of users have grown 40% since year before, and that users now spend more time playing downloaded games than streaming them. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Out of the 96.8 million PlayStation 4 sold, there are 700,000 PlayStation Now subscribers. PlayStation Now costs $20 a month or $100 for a year. In other PlayStation news, Sony have confirmed we won't see the PlayStation 5 before April 2020. For the PlayStation Now, do you have to have a PlayStation Plus subscription as well? Similar to Xbox.
I would imagine so.
Probably.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I can't say for sure, but
no. $20 a month seems a bit steep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
what
the $100
is Game Pass actually meant to be? Because nobody's ever paid full price for it.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I think it might be in the 60 range or something.
Was it $9? Is it like £9 a month, $9 a month or something?
It's $15 a month.
No, it's going to be 15 a month
American.
when they do that merge with gold, isn't it?
It's the same exact price.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
it's just like
it's not.
No,
Definitely not.
Yeah.
No,
Or is it $10 a month?
That's
It
like
might be
$10 a month.
It's £8 for us, $7.99 a month. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure it's $9.99 a month for Game Pass.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's $10 a month. If you
So
do
half the price. So,
Yeah, but then the year subscription is only $100, whereas a year subscription is $120.
Yeah, that is true.
So I don't think that you can do a whole full year for a discount. So they do have that over it. But the whole download thing, that shouldn't surprise anyone. Any game's going to work better if it's running locally than through a streaming
it's always
service.
A preference. If you're playing at home, you want it downloaded. I'm a bit surprised only 700,000 subscribers, though.
Because it's fucking... Did you say it was 20 a month?
20
so it's
a month,
double the price of Game Pass.
Yeah, and you're streaming most of the games.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. But at least they're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like gamers getting woke.
Oh no, I was just going to quickly going back.
Damn it,
Castle.
you messed me up.
Sorry.
I had a good one.
Oh no, sorry. You can try it again in a minute. I just wanted to...
That's it. The moment's over.
It's never a good one.
I thought it interesting they said specifically not April 2020 for the PS5. Do you think there's a chance then that they're thinking of doing an early year release instead of a late year one for the PlayStation 5?
Nah, they want them holiday sales, man.
Well, I'm wondering if they're... Do you think their bet might be we release it early in the year on the banking that Xbox do it at the end of the year, and then at the end of the year we can do a price drop just as they're bringing out their new ones?
I don't know. Well, maybe they're planning on bringing it out back at the 600 mark and then dropping it for holiday season or something.
Maybe, yeah, that's true.
That's the only thing I could see is if they're going to bring it out for a stupid price, they bring it out early so that they drop it later, and that entices people.
Do you guys see like the next gen console? Like it can't be any cheaper than 500, I think. But it's going to be real hard to keep that price range unless they don't care about the hardware sales.
Scorpio again? I can't even remember.
Wasn't the Scorpio 500?
Yeah, Scorpio came in at 500, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it'll just be the same again. Then.
So I think they both PlayStation, like Sony and Microsoft, don't mind taking a little bit of a hit on the console itself because they know they're going to make money off of the subscription service, and then also other hardware sales and game sales and
game sales, yeah,
all that stuff. Yeah.
You
know, controllers, headsets, all that shit.
Yeah, interesting. I can't see Sony going up to 600 because they got burnt by that so badly on the PS3, I think.
But it's going to be an 8K console.
Yeah, that's true. The specs are pretty high.
That's bullshit, by the way, I think. All they
I
said
think
is
so, yeah.
8K capable or something like that, which
8K capable, yeah.
is just another way of saying HDMI 2.1 because that supports up to 8K.
I'd rather that instead of them saying 8K capable, if they had sort of said guaranteed 4K 60 frames per second, I think people would have been more excited.
I might be getting this wrong, but didn't Microsoft say the X is 8K capable as well? But it doesn't.
Yeah, it might well
they
be.
Didn't advertise it.
Yeah, I think it's because
they didn't advertise
the
it.
Best HDMI standard, doesn't it? Like Toast was saying, so it might be that it's 8K, but it'd be running at 2 frames a second.
They didn't say play your games in 8K. They just said it can support 8K, like for the next PlayStation. So I think that's them just fucking twisting it a little bit. But who knows? It might be. But I can't see them doing an 8K console with ray tracing. For fucking less than like 800 or $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, and they're not going to go there, are they?
No. They better wake up like these gamers getting woke. Yes. Koei Tecmo has confirmed since its release in the 1st March, the release on the 1st of March. Oh, was it? Wait a minute. Dead or Alive 6 has only 350,000 has only shipped 350,000. Man, I butchered this. Okay. Dead or Alive 6 has only shipped 350,000 copies. Probably only a portion of those are being sold. So people aren't as perverted as they were banking.
No, I think, is this not the one that they brought out where they said it was less perverted? I think that might be why it's sold so bad. Because the only people that bought it before were the perverts.
Did they take out
for a fighting game? It's shit.
Yeah. They took out the boot bouncing and stuff like that.
I think they toned it all down this game. They said, I'm sure
no beach volleyball.
I'm sure in the build up to this coming out, we had a story about it being less perverted.
I think we did.
I think you're correct. Yeah.
And if you're seriously into fighting games, you're just going to be waiting for Mortal Kombat, aren't you? Which is out now, so you would just wait.
The things I'm hearing, I fucking don't play fighting games, but the things I'm hearing about just playing through the story, and that sounds good.
Yeah, I heard just like that and Injustice. I always hear good, which is like the same developer, just they have two different teams working on those two games. But like Injustice is also another fantastic fighting game.
Was it Injustice 2, the one that came out most recent or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, just for the story again. I didn't touch it after that, apart from a couple of like private matches that I played. But
yeah, I've heard this story is really, really good. I think you can watch them on YouTube, can't you? That people have just streamed together all the cutscenes. Apparently it's as good as a movie.
Yeah, and I'm
all the fatalities and shit like that just puts it over the edge.
Reason why I don't play fighting games is just I'm straight shit at fighting games.
It'd be a button match for me. Yeah,
it's like story mode casual is all I've done on Injustice or whatever the equivalent of casual was.
My reflexes are not quick enough for that type of game anymore. No. Well, we'll move on to the next bit of news. I don't got a freaking bad segue for this one. Titan Down. Respawn have indicated a Titanfall 3 may be further away than we thought. In a statement said, in order to fully support Apex Legends, we are pushing out plans for future Titanfall games, which is something that I think all of us brought up. We really hope wouldn't happen. They also stated that they will be sticking to a schedule of seasonal updates with large, meaningful changes to Apex Legends rather than the Fortnite model of weekly updates. I think recently they mentioned like that they did have kind of, I mean, this happens anytime there's a new game. It peaks at a certain point and then drops in users. I heard that Apex did drop some, and a lot of people were saying that it was because of how they've only put out one new character since the 2 months that it's been out, and that Fortnite just rolls constant shit out all the time. So maybe this story
came out as well about people that have been working on Fortnite Battle Royale have been doing 7-hour weeks since it came out.
Yeah, I've heard
certain ones of them.
I think I heard somewhere at some point there are reports of people crying at their desk in the Fortnite offices because of the stress.
Guys. I mean, I can wait on Titanfall, I guess. It's not like I've not got a fucking backlog to clear.
Yeah.
But the thing that they need to fucking be careful of is fucking up their Battlefront. Not Battlefront, whatever that is, Jedi game.
The Jedi game,
the Jedi game. Dude, that looks... I haven't seen gameplay yet, but like that trailer definitely looked really cool.
Yeah, it gave me some hope for it, and I think this is probably the last chance for EA in a Star Wars game to make an impact, because if this flops, then that's like both Battlefronts, this, and I could see the license going elsewhere or something.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Disney will be like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's definitely their last chance, I think. I'd agree with that, Toast.
And I mean, if Apex definitely has dropped, but it's still fucking... this is Twitch figures or something, so it's not players, but it was like 70 million at its peak or some shit, which is 20 above Fortnite at the time, and now it's down to like 15-ish million or some shit. So it's not as if it's... maybe million's the wrong number, I don't know.
Yeah,
but there was like a 70 at its peak, and then it was down to like between 10 and 20. So it's not terrible, whatever it is. But it's just not up there with Fortnite that was sitting around 30 or 40, I think.
It didn't turn out to be the Fortnite killer. Everyone was like, it's going to kill Fortnite.
Yeah, well, it's a better game than Fortnite, but Fortnite has the hooks in the younger audience.
Yeah, it's that younger mobile crowd, isn't it? Yeah.
Because you're not going to get a fucking 8-year-old. Like, I know they're technically an 8-year-old shouldn't be playing Fortnite, but they are.
Fuck yeah, they are. Younger than 8-year-olds
that
are.
That same 8-year-old isn't going to be playing Apex, where it's actually a lot more skill-based, I would say.
A lot more skill-based.
Just Twitch shooting and all that sort of stuff.
A lot more skill-based, and then to parents, it looks a little more realistic, even though it's still a comic bookish art style. it looks more realistic than Fortnite as well. So I could see parents being like, I don't want you playing that because it's in first person. You're not seeing a little cartoon guy running around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Just fuck the building.
Yeah.
Fortnite was good before all the people became experts in building. Like, I enjoyed the Battle Royale.
It was.
It'd be nice if they added a mode like a no-build mode.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. Oh, no, I don't think they have. I've heard people talking about it, and they do a bunch of special modes. Like right now, they've got the fucking Thanos thing back.
Oh yeah.
But they've added in items that people fighting Thanos can find, like Iron Man gauntlets, Captain America's shield, and things like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it sounds cool, but I'm not going to touch it because. Yeah. It's just past me at this point. I hate going into a game and just getting slapped around, and that's what would happen.
Yeah, pretty much. I deleted that off of my hard drive so that I wouldn't jump back into it.
Yeah, that's like the only game I've deleted.
Yeah.
I usually just leave them all, but the fact that this was updating like every 3 days.
It's
like, taking up space.
It's so funny you guys should say that because I never delete stuff. I actually deleted Fortnite today because I was fed up at the constant updates.
Yeah, it must be. You must see it like every week. You just notice that Fortnite's got another update.
Yeah, exactly. So this is ridiculous. I'm never playing it, so I just and ESO as well. I finally deleted ESO. They're not so frequent, but when they do an update, they're like 50 gig. And I'm like,
I think he does the whole game half of the time.
Yeah, so I deleted that as well.
Something that doesn't always get updated, but coming to Xbox soon, Microsoft have announced the changes coming to the next dashboard coming in May. Improved sorting in My Games and Apps. Articles such as A, N, and the will no longer be used when sorting, and new options to sort by dates such as last updated and last used. Thank God for the A, N, and the thing.
So, hate the fact that The Witcher's under The Witcher rather than W for Witcher.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't fix the Tom Clancy problem.
It'll
still be Tom Clancy. Yeah.
That's the thing that pisses me off. Some of the games are Tom Clancy and others they're not. I can't remember which ones actually use Tom Clancy in the name properly.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Is it Tom Clancy's fucking Ghost Recon Wildlands?
I think
or is it just Ghost Recon?
But I'm not sure.
I don't think that one is.
Oh,
I think it depends if it was based off one of his books, right?
Ghost Recon was Tom Clancy, was it not?
Yeah.
And then the Division,
Ghost Recon Wildlands,
Siege.
Yeah.
I think
who knows?
Yeah, the Tom Clancy thing needs to be sorted. But yeah, the stuff, especially with the the's, because I hate everything that's under T.
There's basically so many the's.
Yeah, so many the's.
They're also adding voice channels in Xbox Live messaging. I don't know how much I'll use that, but that's still a good option. The friends list will now show an icon next to their name indicating what device they are on, console, PC, or mobile. So you could creep even better on your friends.
Yeah, I can see you're on your PC.
Oh, that will help sometimes because I've invited people before and they're like that. I'm on my computer.
Yeah. No, it is.
Or
it's definitely
I've just signed in on my mobile, like can they get a party invite or some shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a good ad. I just like the idea of like just how creepy technology's getting at. It's just like telling people everything you're doing and where you're at. The ability to add Game Pass titles to a play later list. You can update this from the console or the Game Pass app. That's interesting. And the ability to prioritize messages from your friends, helping you reduce spam messages from people you don't know. Thank God.
I had one today. What was it? I'll look this up.
I had one the other day. I wasn't even on. I just logged on. And I was like, oh, I got a message. And I was like, who the fuck is this person? And it was from like 13 hours ago, which was probably when I was asleep. And it was like, oh, finally someone to talk to. And I'm like, motherfucker, I wasn't even on.
I got a message from Quiet Bubbles saying I'm finally giving this a shot, and I just said, "Who new number? Who this?" And it's just a fucking porn link, or well,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I seen it on Reddit actually this week. It's not bots because somebody fucking messaged them and they're like, "Just send me the porn link already," and they just replied, "Okay," and then they sent the link. So there's somebody physically typing all these messages out.
There's probably some Indian call centre somewhere. In my mind.
I was about to say the same thing. It's probably an Indian call center. Oh man, that's
funny.
nuts.
Just send the porn link already. I like that.
I might do that next time to see what happens.
Oh dear.
Or do I really want that porn link? It'll make some things rise. Rise of the Switch.
Jesus.
The Switch is close to beating the PlayStation 4 in sales in Japan. It has now sold just over 8 million units, while the PlayStation 4 lifetime sale in Japan are 8,033,587. It's estimated the Switch should overtake the PS4 in just 2 weeks' time.
I find that amazing, considering how long the PS4's been out on the Switch, that it's caught up so quickly.
I think it has an advantage in Japan if you think about their culture.
Crazy handheld culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you figure, I mean,
Everybody
Japan
plays it on the train and shit.
Yep.
Well, if you can fit in the train.
That's true.
I guess.
Yeah.
Squeezing you in.
Yeah. All like, their work culture and stuff like that. So you're on the go a lot more, you know what I mean? So it makes sense. And let's face it, Japan loves their brand Nintendo that's been around for 100 some years,
Yeah. I heard as well they just got authorization to sell the Switch in China or something.
Yeah, I think I saw
Oh,
that as
wow.
well. That's
Damn.
huge.
So that's going to go
That's
nuts.
huge. Yeah.
Because
That's
China
just-
had banned video games. Like, I think for the past year they haven't released new games, but they've decided to release them again, and they're working through the backlog. So you can't, if you add a new game now, it's just going to get seen to once the backlog's clear. Like for the ratings board or whatever the fuck it is, basically the government over there.
What this really is for China to take your drawings and or to just backwards engineer whatever you're selling, because that's what China does with every IP.
Well, I'm sure they've already done that. They've probably.
Yeah, I'm sure they have.
Yeah.
Now with their new rules, they've how they got around the blood ban before by just making it green or some shit. That won't work anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like, so you're not allowed any fluids coming off of bodies or anything like that in games.
Not even sweat.
I don't know. I think they say fluids, so whatever that would be classed as.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
So I don't know. It's probably easy enough to just remove the things so that they get hit and nothing comes out. But whether they want, it depends how big the audience is, I guess, and what the game is, if they bother.
So there has to be a black market in China for like PlayStation, Xbox, Switch games that have that stuff in it.
Yeah, you'll get, I think is it grey imports or something it's called. It's not like, well, that's what they call it, because it's not like proper illegal shit or shit. So they just call it grey. Because they do that with Game of Thrones, I think, as well, because the first episode of Game of Thrones that ever came out was missing 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because of boobs and beheadings, right?
Yeah. No blood and things like that. I think they cut off, like, anytime anybody gets slashed with a sword and it shows, like, blood spatter, that would get cut off and all that stuff as well.
Yeah. That whole, like, first season of Game of Thrones was just nothing but, like, this is how people fucking get brutally killed during that type of time period, and
fucking
look at all these boobs.
Yeah. It's never just normal boobs; it's always incest or rape or something.
Yes.
Yep. And then when they took away boobs, like when they were like, we're gonna cut back on boobs, it was just like, check out these dicks and butts of men. Games of Thrones is awesome. So. Good for Nintendo, man. Like, I love my Switch. Like, the more I play it, and the fact that they're releasing, it's also nice. Like these like older games that you have nostalgia for. It's like, I don't know. I think easier to still play them on a smaller screen than like on a larger TV. Like, it still looks good and feels fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's good to just like I said, for me, it doesn't work. Just the way I fucking play games and that doesn't really suit me.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could be bothered taking it out with me every day and playing it while I travel to and from a job or some shit, I would, but I just can't really be bothered.
Gotcha.
Biggest thing is because it doesn't fucking support my Bluetooth headphones. I did maybe played it more, or at least tried it more, if that happened.
That is my... Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's just I don't have normal headphones anymore, anywhere, like, to even fuck about with for this.
Not even earbuds?
No.
You just have Bluetooth earbuds?
Everything's Bluetooth.
Yeah. I do not like where the headphone jack is on the Switch. That's my only complaint. Because it's like up at the top, which I kind of understand since you dock it. But God, it's just annoying that it hangs over the top and then around the back. I don't know. It bothers the fuck out. It just doesn't feel natural to me.
No, that sounds weird, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no
kind of like when the iPhone
on it at all.
No.
No.
You can supposedly get Bluetooth adapters, but I've never had it able to work. I've bought a couple of them. And they've just not worked for my headphones, whether it's fucking because I don't want to buy like a £50 adapter. Like I fucking tried the cheaper ones and they didn't work.
Yeah, Nintendo makes such weird decisions sometimes.
They do.
So like a mobile device, you thought Bluetooth would have been the first thing you thought of. Yeah, that's it.
They're probably more focused on the Joy-Con and the technology of all that stuff.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I think they've definitely got something. That's what they should just keep with that formula. Like a device that does both.
Yeah.
Handheld and thingy.
Yep.
But they just need to get rid of the motion shit. Stop putting motion stuff in your games, Nintendo.
Or maybe
Unless
stop
it's fucking Wii bowling. I don't care.
Yeah. Or maybe stop selling cardboard, because the PlayStation Virtual Reality or PSVR, I don't know if that's how people say, but probably is probably safe from the Labo though. It seems that the VR version of Zelda Breath of the Wild shows some of the limitations of Nintendo's low price entry into the VR market. With limited changes to the way the game works, it seems the VR version is a bit slow and awkward to use, being more like watching a movie in VR rather than a game. With some additional stages specifically for VR, Super Mario Odyssey fares slightly better, but the visual and control issues still hamper things slightly. The VR updates for both games are free, but you will have to purchase the Labo VR kit.
Yeah, which you have to hold against your fucking head with the screen in the
there's no
box.
attachment, is there? You just hold it up. It's so weird.
I mean, I could see...
They didn't give you some rubber bands to strap it on your head?
Nope. I think you hold it up against your head with your Joy-Cons, like either side of it.
What?
And then when you move your head, that's what controls the tilt and all that.
Oh, fuck, that is just a horrible idea.
I'm not 100. I know you hold it against your head, I've not seen it used. I'm not 100% sure, but...
So neither of you,
yes.
You've both got Switches, neither of you are thinking about buying the Labo VR then?
No.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Even if I didn't have fucking PlayStation VR, I would not touch this.
No, not at all. I don't think I'd buy anything Labo. Now, if my son was a little bit older and there was like that robot thing and he wanted to do that, like do that together as a project, I would buy something like that. But yeah, fuck VR.
They did make one good move with the VR Labo, as in they brought out a cheap kit. I think the cheapest kit is $35.
Yes,
instead of like them all starting at like 80 for the other stuff that they brought out.
Still,
so like for people with kids, like that, you wouldn't mind fucking putting 35 out as opposed to putting 80 out to try something, I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm not sure I'd want my kid sort of trying VR though. I'm worried.
Just hold this. Eyes. What is it? $300 a Switch? $250, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I guess. Yeah.
Just hold this fucking whatever $200 to $300 screen at your head and don't drop it while you shake about crazy and get immersed in this game.
Oh dear. One thing I was going to ask, Toast, because you got PSVR, haven't you? Have you? One of the things they mentioned there about being it more like watching a movie. Have you tried sort of like? Is there like options to try and watch like movies in a virtual cinema with a PSVR? Have you tried that out?
There is, but I've not tried it.
Not tried it. Yeah, I can imagine it would be.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. VR porn is one thing I want to try, but I just can't be bothered going through the hassle. It's meant to be the most defining experience for VR right now.
It probably is.
Hey, you know what? I mean, listen, they always say for video media that the porn industry is always ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they did the like multi-angle DVDs before anyone else did like that whole thing. They did VR before VR like made it out to a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
they're always ahead of the curve.
I could do it, but I just I can't be bothered. You have to fucking download it on something else like PC or laptop, put it on a USB stick, put it onto your console.
Oh, okay.
And then open up the player or some shit.
That's a lot more effort to just open a browser on your smartphone.
Yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I don't watch porn anymore.
Oh, we got new porn laws coming in here this year. So we get
what?
Unless you need,
I've
you have
heard
to use
something.
VPN. Yeah.
You've got to prove, you've got to apply for a porn ID card or some shit if you want to watch porn.
Yeah. I think
Is
you have
it
to.
Is it like an effort of like they think like anyone that watches porn has mental issues or something?
It's to stop kids. Apparently, I think to use porn. Like
instead of clicking this drop down box and scrolling down and saying enter.
Yeah.
Actually have to have like a ID number now to access it.
I think you have to type
yes,
in
I am 18.
Either,
yeah.
I think you have to type in either a credit card number, give them your passport number, or your driving license number, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. Or you can get a £5 card if you don't want to share that information.
Or just use a VPN and pretend you're in Germany.
Yeah. Instead of VPN companies are going to make bank off of.
Oh god, yeah. They're gonna. I bet you VPN usage shoots up in the UK after June.
And Blu-ray sales might go up in the porn industry because of that too.
Yeah. I've already got my VPN sorted out anyway from my TV stuff. So,
I mean, that's actually not a terrible thing. I don't like the idea of having to punch in your like driver's license number, but if it was like something you applied for and you just get a PIN number that you use, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, nowhere am I giving like, say, I know, Pornhub, my passport number. I think it's a terrible idea.
That's really bad.
You sure? Because they just got Game of Bones 2, Winter Came Everywhere. I'm not even joking. I've seen like a fucking article thing on Facebook. That's an actual thing.
God, what a name.
They're so good. They are good at the names. Brilliant.
Game of Bones, Winter Come Everywhere.
Yeah, Game of Bones 2, I think. This is a sequel.
It's the second one.
Yep. You got remarked.
It's characters like John Blow, Big Finger.
Porn is always good with the puns.
They are. They were really good. Oh, dear.
Oh, shit. Well, I had an idea for a last call, but I think that, even though I didn't ring the bell, I think that probably was a pretty good last call thing. The porn industry.
The porn industry.
Well, what season would this be? Season 3 of Game Pass? Season 4?
Is this 3 or 4?
I don't even fucking know.
4,
I think.
Yeah, I think it is 4.
What was the fucking other game? I can remember Sunset Overdrive and Bioshock.
Hitman.
Oh, yeah.
Hitman, yeah.
So, Season 3 at Game Pass Game Club is...
We just said it was 4.
4. Season 4 Game Pass Game Club. That's right. Game Pass Game Club is back. And for Season 4, we are doing Prey. So, Surf, you have here complete Chapter 1?
Yeah.
So we'll chat.
Thinking that's in like a 45-hour range over 2 weeks. Is that right?
45?
Yeah.
4
to 5. Okay. I was like, damn, fuck. So will that be like an achievement will pop to alert people that they have completed Chapter 1, or is it a specific mission that you just need to stop?
I think none of us have played this.
None of us for sure.
No.
All I know is the game is split into 4 chapters, and looking at the length, a chapter ago seems about right. So we're not quite sure at this point how you've reached the end of chapter 1. Hopefully, it will be obvious.
We'll have to check the achievement list. There has to be like some type of achievement.
Yeah, there'll probably be something.
Yeah, we'll put in Discord. With one of us, whoever finds it gets there first, I'll probably Toast. We'll put it there.
I've got Days Gone. This will be last.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So I'm looking forward. I'm actually looking really forward to playing Prey. I almost bought it. I never did.
I did and didn't. But
the reason why I don't want to buy that game World War Z because I 100% think it's going to end up in Game Pass.
Yeah,
I think it was last year's winter sale or maybe even summer sale when they done like the Dishonored and Prey bundle.
Okay,
big deal. That's when I got it.
Yeah.
Still played none of them, but they were top of my list for if I ever play a backlog game.
Yep. So you guys looking forward to jumping into this?
Yeah, it looked interesting to me. I like the idea of it, so I'm quite looking forward to this one. Apparently, it's a mix.
Fun,
I think it's got Bioshock overtones.
Dealing
people
with the wee
saying,
guys
and something else.
Combination of Bioshock and something else. I can't remember, but it's like a sci-fi horror.
Yeah, sci-fi horror.
Yeah, I've heard there's almost like Portal-like elements because you need to like puzzle your way through rooms using. I think it's a glue gun or something you get.
You get a glue gun. Don't
make yourself staircases and things.
And then the bad guys can like morph into any type of object. You know, fucking know what that's one, right?
Yeah.
Hit every coffee cup with your fucking crowbar.
I may. If I can get quiet time in my household, I may record my playthroughs and put them up on YouTube for those who don't have time to play and want to watch. That's not a promise. That's a if I can. No. Cool. Yeah. Well, I guess it's time to wrap this puppy up. Thanks again to anyone that's listening to this, that downloaded it. We appreciate it. Why don't you join us on Discord? Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at 16ounce gaming. 16ounce _ gaming. Sorry about that. On Facebook and YouTube at 16ounce gaming family. Give us a review on iTunes. Tell your friends about us. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys all next week. Until then, cheers.
See ya.
Cheers, everyone.